your late 20s, you just have to do all of it in 1 year, or in those 2 last years of your 20s. You just have to do the most before you become somebody's mother, somebody's wife, and all of those things. Like, yeah. So, like any other person, my late 20s, I had already knew what kind of person I was, and I was resistant. Cooler, guys. Man. I was resistant to cooler, okay? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is your host with the most, Buyi. And if this is your first time watching this channel, you are most definitely welcome. And could you kindly please hit the subscribe button down below to be subscribed to the channel and to help grow the channel, and also hit the notification bell to be notified of every upload I will do in the future. And if you are a returning subscriber and my speaker honey, welcome back, welcome my honey, and I hope you do enjoy today's video. Now, I'm sure you will, if you watched my previous video, still wearing the same clothes. I'm basically still the same person as the one on my last video. I'm so sorry about that. I shot 2 videos at once, and I just didn't feel like changing tops or changing hair or whatever, because like I had mentioned on my previous video, I'm recovering from flu, so it was just gonna be a lot. Hey, sorry, skis. Mara he create topic ya ditshwane. The topic ya ditshwane. I'm sorry. I just couldn't change into something else. I'm so sorry, and I hope you do understand that. Now, today's video, on this channel, we like sit downs a lot, because I like teaching people and telling stories. I'm not too much of a vlogger or whatever, but we are trying. But I did give you vlogs, didn't I? Yeah, I know. I hope you like them. Please let me know down below if you like the vlogs that I've been giving you guys. I'm not good at that, but we will get better with time, right? But please do let me know if Kezatsona kapa akusiyo le nto engiyenzayo na. Okay, let's get down to the video. Today's video is what I've learned in my 20s. Yes, what I've learned in my 20s. In all aspects of life, okay? In all aspects of life. Okay, I'm gonna keep looking down because I have my notes here. Okay, my early 20s, in terms of personal growth, my early 20s, I was discovering myself. Like, honestly, I was discovering myself. I did not know who I was, like most of us. When you were 20, 21, 22, I was still here. I was still discovering myself and who I was. So that's what I did from the minute I tapped into my 20s until 23, I think. Yeah. I was discovering myself, and it was a great journey of discovery, even though it had other things, man. When you look back and you're like, did I really do that? Like, did I really? I mean, Buyi, really? Did you have to do that? Like, girl. But do I have regrets? None whatsoever. I don't regret anything because it was part of the journey. How will you learn if you don't have to go through even the most uncomfortable situations in life? So, early 20s, I was really discovering myself. And it was a beautiful journey. It had its ups and downs, and it had thorns as well. But girl, I had to soldier on, okay? You soldier on, you just don't quit. You just soldier on. So I had to soldier on, but it was a beautiful journey. And I was actually, it's during that time where I was opening up more to letting people in my life, because I've been the loner for the longest time, you know. So in my early 20s, that's then I actually got out of my shell, and I was out there for people to know me, to get to know me, friends, relationships, all of that stuff I did in my early 20s. I was a late bloomer. Yes. Don't ask me, a late bloomer in what? In everything, even in what you are thinking about right now. Yes, I was a late bloomer. So in my early 20s, I was just opening myself up to the endless possibilities of this world. So yeah, that's what I did in my early 20s. And then in my mid 20s, my mid 20s, right. Well, in my mid 20s, I was enjoying myself. That's when I was really enjoying myself, you know. I was enjoying myself a lot because I think I had found bits and pieces of my life, or bits and pieces of myself. So I was really tapping into that and actually enjoying that. Even though I already had so much adulting to do. I had already so much adulting to do. Like I had mentioned in my previous video, I just bought land and I needed to do something on the land. So with that in mind, with that big project I needed to tackle, I was enjoying myself. My mid 20s, I was just enjoying myself so much with all the adulting I needed to do. But listen, I was enjoying myself, and I think that's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. I did also go to parties. I went to bashes and festivals and all of those things. Like, I did all of that. All of it. I did all of it because it was time for that. And do I have regrets? No, I don't. I do not have regrets. And I met such beautiful souls along the way. Just like in my early 20s. It was no different with this one as well. I met such beautiful souls. Hey man, yeah, it was okay. Man. Beke to beke. Lagging beke li beke, yes. Beke li beke. And then came my late 20s. Okay, my late 20s, I had already found who I was. Like, I already knew who I was, right? But I was resistant. You know, I was at that stage of being resistant to fully be yourself. Even though you know who you are, you have found who you are, you have found your purpose in life, and this is the person you need to be. I had already found that in my late 20s, but I was resistant to let go of some of the things for me to be my truest self. I was just resistant, but I had already found my truest self at that stage. And I think it happens to the most of us, man. I don't think I was the only one who's resistant. I mean, when you are in your late 20s, it's like we are fair, and the 30s are this huge thing where we are all serious, you know. So your late 20s, you just have to do all of it in 1 year, or in those 2 last years of your 20s. You just have to do the most before you become somebody's mother, somebody's wife, and all of those things. Like, yeah. So, like any other person, my late 20s, I had already knew what kind of person I was, and I was resistant. cooler, guys. I was resistant to cooler, okay? But eventually we had to grow. So yeah, that's what happened in my late 20s. So tell us, Buyi, what do you mean you have found your true self? What is your true self? Well, my true self is that Buyi is a warm body. As hard as that might be to hear for me and others, but Buyi is a warm body, and Buyi enjoys being in the house. Buyi enjoys being in her own space. Like, she enjoys her own company and being around family. That's who Buyi is, actually. And listen, it can be like that for years and years. I will never be bothered. But that's who Buyi is. And she does still mingle with people, be out and about once in a while, but I think I now prefer that once in a while thing rather than big. No, but then in my late 20s, I still wanted to do big. When I had already known that I'm not a big person, but a warm body, and it was very hard in my late 20s to let go of that big kind of thing, or being that bubbly and outgoing person. Yeah, it was just a lot, but at the end of the day, it's something that needed to be done, and it was done. It was done. So yeah, those were my late 20s, and I had just tapped into my 30s. I'm in my early 30s currently. And how is it like? Well, since it's still the first quarter of the 30s, how is it like? Well, I think I have finally came to terms with who I am. What I had just explained right now. I had come to terms with that, and I am content with it. I'm content with it. I'm learning other stuff, and other stuff is that I'm such a serious person. Yes, I'm a serious person, and I'm not moody at all. You will never find me moody. No, even when I'm on my periods, girl, I'm not moody at all. No, I just love being by myself. I just love being by myself. Hey, camera ya batla iwa Jesu. Excuse me, guys. I just love being by myself, and nothing gives me more joy than that. And at the moment, it's even more enjoyable because I am being by myself in my own house, not in my mother's house, y'all. In my own house. In my own house, it's amazing, because what I couldn't do in my mother's house, which had her rules, which I had to abide by, it's different here. I got my own rules. I get to make my own rules in my own home, yo. I get to do that, so it's more enjoyable right now because I am in my own house, and now I'm a warm body, usually, like I'm deep into that. But you still do see me out and about and green. But it's not a beke kind of thing anymore, and I'm content with that. I'm not even gonna fight that anymore. Yeah. And when it comes to finances, it has not changed. Since in my early 20s, I have always been a serial saver. Like, I save a lot. I save. I'm a person that saves, and I've been a breadwinner from the minute I signed that contract and I became an employee. I've been a breadwinner, so there was no time for me to be gambling with money or misusing money. I just couldn't. I mean, if I must say, the minute I started working, I had to build my mom's house. And I'm like, okay, jwale ke qetile. And then came an opportunity to build my own. So I really never got the time and money to gamble kayona. I've always been a serial saver, so even in my 30s, I think nothing is going to change. It's just we have to find ways to make more money, more streams of income, you know. Yes, maybe we will look into that. But yeah, in terms of money, I've always been a serial saver, and that will never change. So I think, yeah, spiritually it has always been the same as well. I'm a pastor's kid. Yeah, my dad was a pastor. Okay, I'm a pastor's kid. I'm very deep-rooted Christian-rooted girl. Even though in my 20s there were challenges, more where you just like I quit church. Like, you quit church because you don't even have a reason. But yeah, it was all part of growing up, right? It was all part of growing up and learning more about yourself. But it never lasted. That stage never lasted because like I'm saying, when you are a pastor's kid, you are different from other kids, basically. So spiritually, I'm still strong, and I'm praying to God that I get even more stronger in my 30s. What do I want to see changing in my 30s? I really don't know what do I want to see changing in my 30s. In my 30s, I really want God to take control. I've been planning out my entire life in my 20s, and God really came through because he was doing exactly what I was asking of him. But in my 30s, I really want God to take control. Ganjani, I don't know, but I just want him to take control of my life and let me be wowed. God, please do wow me. Please do wow me. And yeah, so that's what I've learned in my 20s, and that's what I hope for my 30s. And you can ask me anything in the comment section down below. Other things maybe I didn't cover here because I wanted to make this video as short as possible. I don't want us to do long videos like before. And YouTube, the shorter the video, the more people want to watch, because so let's keep our videos short. I minimized everything, and if you want me to go on and on and on, let's go on and on and on in the comment section down below. Okay, right. I hope you enjoyed this video, and give it a huge thumbs up if you liked it, and also don't forget to comment and like this video. And until I see you in my next one, stay beautiful, stay blessed, and don't forget, always speak your mind, honey. Always speak your mind. I'll see you on my next one.